It's I.A.G Farms, it's all about God. It's a beautiful day on the farm today. The sun is shining. It's a nice brisk wind going. And it's probably about maybe 50 degrees out here, so it feels good. It's just enough chill to run the wood stove a little bit, knock the chill off, but don't have to run it and try to, knock off freezing temperatures. But as y'all saw, we got the grill fired up back here, the smoker, outdoor kitchen going over there. We got some amazing things we're gonna cook today. I'll take you inside the cabin and let y'all see what Megan has going on in here. And actually we're gonna do a little, I feel led to do kind of like a little cabin tour, tour of the cabin, a tour of the camper. Let y'all kind of see what the inside looks like. Yeah, I see the outside all the time. We'll probably walk around the outside as well and just show y'all what it looks like, because in this coming week, I'm gonna start the process of finishing things up so that we can move on to the next phase. And that's pretty exciting, because we got some different plans and some different exciting things coming on the next couple of videos. We're still trying to make our mind up on what type of house we want to build out here. We have 3 options, and I'll talk to y'all about those 3 options in another video. But we're gonna be going on some field trips, some farm field trips, and looking at some different things. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek into the next video. Hopefully we're going to look at some log cabin kits. They have some examples of some log cabins that we can purchase the kit and build a cabin. Either we can purchase the kit and have them come and frame it up and do the foundation, or we can get the thing ourselves and do the whole thing on our own. So do our own foundation. So we're looking forward to seeing what is in store for tomorrow. We're gonna wake up probably about 6 o'clock. We got an appointment. You got to set an appointment to go look at the examples of the log cabins that they have built already from those kits down there. So you can't hire them, like I said, to do all the framing to put the log cabin together, because it is a skilled thing that you have to do to actually put those logs together and have it stable, because it's actual logs they use to frame them up. So but anyway, I'm gonna start walking y'all around this cabin and give y'all a tour, and then we'll go in the inside and see what Megan is cooking, and I kind of walk y'all along that process and just document that process of the things that we're cooking on the grill or smoking on the grill, because I know y'all love when Megan get started cooking and whipping things up. So let me just turn the camera around, and I kind of walk y'all around the outside of our cabin setup, and then I'll walk you around the inside. So let me just turn the camera around. All right, so we're walking into our old sheep pasture. So we have these farm gates here, but this is the cabin. As you see, the front part here, let me just kind of bag up a little bit. Actually, let me do this right here. Let me zoom out. There we go. So you see that this front part here is closed in completely, and then the back section, the back half, is not closed in. And one of the things that I have to do is to finish off the roof on this side, to sheathe it and put up the black roofing felt up there, so that we'll be dragged in on this side. But we're gonna leave this side open for now. We may come in later on and close it in, but as you see, the camper is there, and I'll show you once we get in the inside that the camper is actually connected to the cabin. So this section of the cabin here on the front side is about, 10 by 20. So it's 200 square feet. And then the camper, is in this section. And this section of the barn, of the cabin at least, because I guess that'd actually be the barn, because it's not closed in. But this section here is 12 by 20. Yep, so we got 200 square feet closed in there. And then we got the camper, which is about 7 by 16, so we'll say about 150 square feet. So fully our cabin is about 350 square feet, somewhere in that area. So you can kind of see the camper. We have it weatherized right now, not weatherized, but winterized. We got insulation going around the bottom. Walk around the back side. You see our solar panel. I need to get it mounted on a little thing, because sometimes the wind comes and blows it down. But see, we got this one little solar panel here, and eventually we're gonna get more solar panels, and I want to build like a little solar panel, array thing here, because the sun, it sets on this side over here of the horizon, and it rises over here. So as long as I have it in this section right here, I really don't have to move it. So I'm planning on building like a little solar, pole here, where I can hook my solar panels to, so they won't, fall in the weather. But you can see our windows. You might be able to see Megan in there cooking right now, because that's where the kitchen is at, right through this window. But we made our windows ourselves. We used plexiglass, and we made some small ones over here. There's actually a window right here that I already have framed out. I just need to cut the plastic. You can kind of see it. I just ain't had time to do that. It's just a part of the finishing that needs to go on the cabin. So another window is gonna be right there, just the same size as that one. And you can see on this front side, we have bigger windows, and they're made out of plexiglass as well. We just got the thickest plexiglass that we could find because we wanted big windows, you know, without any slats or lines in them, and we didn't want to pay, you know, too expensive of a price for them. And these windows, to take them out, all I have to do is unscrew a couple screws, and I do have it caulked, but all I gotta do is unscrew a couple screws and take these little boards out, and then the window comes straight out. Like, the window is not actually like mounted or screwed into it all. So that way, you know, if summertime came, we want to take the windows out and put up like a, you know, a little netting to keep the bugs out, we could. Yeah, see our chimney pipe up there? We do have a wood stove inside of this cabin. We couldn't make it without a wood stove. Like, that's our rule. Like, we're not living anywhere without a wood stove. Like, that's just a part of what, you know, makes it feel like home to us. You know, we'll make a lot of sacrifices on a lot of things, but not with the wood stove. So that's the outside of the cabin there. And let's walk inside and kind of see what's going on, see what Megan is doing in here. All right, so get this door closed. So this is the inside here. You see our wood stove there. You see the unfinished walls here. That's something that we're gonna be doing pretty soon. Getting insulation in these walls and getting the walls finished. You can see that we have a loft up here, just a little storage loft, and then we also have a little storage loft on this side. And if I bag up this way, if you see these two sections right here, those boards are actually like temporary because we had like a winter storm that was coming, and I wanted to go and get that closed in. But actually, those are going to be lofts. That's going to be a big loft there where we'll be able to sit down, you know, with our legs hanging down and kind of overlook the wood stove down here, you know, and watch TV and different things. Just chill out up there. And I guess I'll go ahead and walk you in the camper and show you the camper, and then we'll go over and see what Megan has going on. Yeah. So let's see if I can get some lights turned on here. Yeah. That's right, Ty. Hopefully you'll be able to see in here. Get the lights on. And as you can see, the camper is unfinished, but that's what we're gonna be doing pretty soon. So let me just kind of bag back up, kind of show you. So you see our bed is here, and this bed can fold up and you know, turn into a couch. I'm gonna fold it up and let you see it. All right, so you can kind of see now how it's folded up, and it turns into a little couch where you can sit it, and or you can lay it down and use it as a bed. Have another little couch here, and I framed all these things in myself. As you can see, it's just 2x3 framing under here, and we use the bottom of it for storage. And like I said, it's not finished yet because all of this is gonna be like walled off eventually. I'm gonna probably have some doors there or something like that, but you can actually access it here. If you just flip this up right there, you can access it through the top. So I might just go ahead and close that off permanently, and then we'll just access it through the top. And as you can see, we have this little temporary little cover over here because we got the cushions, but we need to get the cushions you know, covered and sewed in. But it's just a simple, you know, little couch thing that I framed out. It's kind of like a couch slash one of the boys' beds. So one of the boys can sleep there. We have another child back here on punishment in the bed, but one can sleep there. And then, you know, we had the bunk beds back here, as y'all saw that I framed in. So we have 3 areas where, you know, children can sleep at, you know. An adult might be able to get there. Like if we unscrew this right here, you know, an adult could sleep down there and let their feet hang down into that section. And we have our compost toilet back here. We haven't fully finished it and completed it yet. We got a wooden seat, and we're gonna get through painting and things like that. We're actually gonna put the same stuff that's in the shower. Let's see if I can get you to see inside the shower. We have some walls up inside of the shower. What is this stuff called? Luan something. I can't remember what it's called. I put a link into the video if I can remember what it's called when I'm editing it. But yeah, we had this stuff up inside of the shower. It's waterproof. And we had the bottom of the shower painted white. It was painted completely white, but that paint didn't really hold up, so we're gonna have to paint it again. And then we just have a clear shower curtain because you know, it looks so good inside the shower. We really didn't want to, you know, block that look. So, but as you can see, the walls are not up yet. We have insulation in all around, but we need to put up our Luan board and paint everything and finish everything off. And then I'm gonna place those outlets and things like that. Yep. And I've done most of all of the electrical. You know, some of the wires are kind of hanging here and there, but you know, once we get the walls up, you know, then the walls will be able to hold the wires. That's the only reason the wires are hanging like that. Yep, so as you see the stove, everything in here. So we got a little oven. We really don't use this oven because we haven't been able to figure out, you know, exactly how to work it. And we put in this new nozzle here in this camper, just to, you know, make things look bright and shiny and new. And we actually are upgrading all the lights. Like I said, I'm just doing it slowly because the camper, when we got it, it came with these lights here, and they're not really bright at all. And so we're upgrading the camper with these LED lights where they'll turn on one side or the other. And back here you can see that we haven't painted. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint these walls back here white, and we're gonna paint the cabinets like a gray. And then all of the walls, the Luan boards are gonna kind of be. This is an example of what color they're gonna be. You see, that's kind of white. It's kind of like what it needs another coat, but all the walls are gonna be white. And then the cabinets are gonna be like a light gray. And then we're gonna put down hardwood floors, laminate plank. That's what you call it. We're gonna put down laminate plank, just like what's in the shower. That's laminate plank. And then we're gonna put down laminate plank flooring in here. It's gonna be like a dark color. And then we have some pieces left over. The holding tank and the water pump stuff is under there. We have some pieces of the stuff we did in the shower left over. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have an accent here on this board here. So if you can imagine, that whole board that's not finished, covered in that type of board there. And it's gonna be like an accent that's gonna match the shower. And then you're gonna have the hardwood floors, the dark, you know, probably dark as we can get it, hardwood floors. All the walls are gonna be white. And then the cabinets, instead of being the wood grain look, they're gonna be like a light gray. And then a lot of our stuff is gonna be like grays, dark grays, blacks, and whites, you know, for like our covers and sheets and pillows and things like that. Like I said, we just have some little stuff here for now, you know, that for the time being. Let me just kind of show you around a little bit better out here. This is a window is gonna be here. We just have a piece of insulation there temporarily right now, you know, to keep the weather out. As you see, this is the inside of those plexiglass windows that we put in ourselves. This is our little kitchen area over here. And like I said, when I get done showing you around the cabin, I get Megan to show y'all what she's cooking. And got a window there. And then another window needs to go in right here. And right here, let me show you how we connected the camper to the actual cabin part. And so what we did was we just pulled the camper as close as we could to the cabin. And then I just kind of framed in as close as I could get. And in order to not like touch the camper and damage the camper, I stopped about 2 inches away. And then I stuffed in 2 pieces of 1 inch insulation, styrofoam insulation. And then in the gaps, I just spray foamed. And you can see I did that all the way around. I just framed in about 2 inches away from the camper. And then stuffed in 1 inch insulation. And then spray foamed the gap. And it worked out perfect. It's airtight. It holds heat in here. And it was a gap right there as well. And I just put a board there, framed it out. Same thing down here. And so now, if I back up, you'll see that the camper and the barn, the camper and the cabin are one. And so what you just kind of walk straight through, you know, on the floor. You just walk as if you're walking into another room, you know. So it's really like we have 2 rooms here, you know. It's like we have the living area, you know, the kitchen and the living area, you know, here. And eventually, let me bag up. There's gonna be like a little couch, a futon or something like that right there. I might frame it myself, or we may just buy a futon and put there. And we want to build like a little table or something like that, like a little small table. Megan actually has been practicing with her building the tables. She had this old repurposed thing here, and then we had some old cedar, old cedar limb that we had down. So she cut the legs like that and put down some little 1x2s at the bottom. And she used this table, you know, to feed the boys on, or, you know, to cut stuff on, or whatever she needs it for. Yeah, so what you got going on over here? What you cooking?
Yeah, so y'all have inspired this new bread, you know. My banana bread recipe, I figured out you can pretty much add about the same amount of any other fruit. So I turned banana bread into like a strawberry cobbler. And now we're turning the banana bread recipe into a lemon raisin cake. So I took the juice and the pulp of 2 lemons, but I didn't use any of the lemon skins. So I peeled the skin because you don't want to, you know, bite into this skin while you're eating the cake. So I peeled the skins off and just used the pulp and the juice. And then I added brown sugar, white sugar, butter, and creamed it together with an egg. So yeah, I think that's all I've added so far. So now I'll have now I have to add the vanilla flavoring and then the flour, and that's it. Yep, just butter, brown sugar, white sugar, and we'll probably do a topping as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
So you're cooking lemon raisin bread. And what else are you cooking?
And then I'm just gonna make up this box of brownies.
Yeah, somebody gave us a couple boxes of cake, and we had one box of fudge brownies left, so we're gonna throw that on the smoker as well, on the oven. And what else did we say? Oh yeah, we're gonna cook a roll of deer sausage. Yeah, I told them about that. Yeah, we're gonna smoke some deer sausage. So we're smoking deer sausage. We're doing lemon
raisin bread cake,
and we're also doing fudge brownies. So we should be good. And we're gonna take that deer sausage that we smoked, and we're gonna like cut it into patties and put it in gravy and put it over rice. So that's our plan for dinner. And then we have a bunch of snacks in between. Yep. So let me just take y'all around one more time and just kind of like pan you around and let you see. Sorry for the lighting. Just look at these views out these windows. See, this is why we wanted plexiglass, so there will be no obstructions to our views. Let's look at these views. I don't know if the camera does it justice. Look at the views. Let me go to this other window and show you what we see when we look out of our windows in the morning. And like I say, the sun rises right there. Like that's where the sun comes at, right in between those 2 trees. And then at night, the best seat is right there where Titus is at. That's why we're gonna put our couch there. But at night, the moon rises right there in between those trees, and it comes up and goes over. We love it. We love it. So yeah, as you can see, we have everything studded out. Everything is sheathed and we have the house wrap on, and we have most of our windows complete except for 2. That one there and that one over there. And we have lofts in here framed up. This loft is actually framed. I don't know if you saw it from the outside, but like I said, we just wanted to get dried in for that winter storm. And next week, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and pull those boards off right there, finish the roof on the other side, and get this loft here closed in and dried in. And that way we'll be able to, because we still have some things like these blue bins you see. They need to go in storage, but we kind of have maximized our storage on these small lofts. And we need to put more storage back there. The storage will be towards the back of the loft, because this loft is going to be 12 feet deep. These lofts here are just very small. They're only 10 feet deep. And as you see, they go from like 3 feet on down to like, you know, no feet for real, where Elmo is sitting at. But yeah, so that's the cabin in the inside. Y'all let me know what y'all think. We got the floors down. Oh yeah, for the floors in here, I forgot to tell you about behind the wood stove, how we're going to finish that off, and about the floors. We really don't want to put down any like permanent flooring. So what we're thinking about doing is caulking all of these seams in between the plywood and then just painting it. We're going to paint it like a dark brown or something like that, some type of dark color. And as far as the wood stove, we're probably going to leave this bottom section here, just, you know, just the raw cement board, and then put up some tin back here, like some rustic looking tin, and then frame that out, you know, and have that looking good. Yep. But we love this old wood stove here. This is the wood stove that we restored. We were actually donated this wood stove, and it's kept us warm. Like we made it through 10-degree temperatures, real feel like -20, and it kept us warm with no insulation. And actually, I just closed in that gap there. You see up there with the spray foam, because there was a gap there. And even with that gap there, it was like negative. It was like 10 degrees, and that wood stove still kept us warm. We haven't even been running the propane on the camper, because the camper does have propane heat, but we hadn't even been running it, you know, because we like the wood heat so much, and it's keeping us so warm. And we've actually been cooking on the wood stove as well. So yeah, that's it as far as the inside of the cabin tour. Like I said, everything is unfinished, and we're gonna be working towards finishing everything off you know, pretty soon, like I say, next week, start working on those things. But like I said, I'll pick y'all up once we start putting things on the smoker and see what we can get smoked. See if we can get this raisin bread, lemon raisin bread, fudge brownies, and deer sausage smoked on the smoker. So I'll see y'all in a minute.
Put it right on there. Right now.
You're welcome. Yeah! Lemon raisins. Now we go back to get this was bad. How about we get this one? Oh, video. That's what you get to our battle.
Alright, so we have the cakes and brownies and everything now in the wood stove. Call it a wood stove. This is a smoker, but we're using it as basically an oven right now to bake these cakes. And I've had a lot of success with it. You just use the indirect heat. And we'll probably just let it percolate there for about 30 minutes. And then we'll come back and we'll check the centers, just look at it and see how done it is. Usually I take a little fork or little butter knife or something and stick it in the center and see if it's still loose. If it comes out clean and it's cake-like, then it's fine. But if not, then we'll let it go a little longer. We might even take the top off. Sometimes we even put it over indirect heat. But we just kind of see how the cake is cooking and just adjust the heat, adjust whatever we need to do based on that. So I'm excited for brownies and lemon raisin bread.
All right, y'all, we're taking everything out the grill now. It's getting late on us out there, and Mama's about to get this lemon raisin cake put on the cake dish. As you can see, we have our deer meat here, nice smoked ring. We're gonna cut that up, put it in gravy, and put it over rice. Then we have some brownies. Don't mind that missing piece right there. I don't know what happened to it. And then we have another thing of brownies here, just some nice fudge brownies. And so we're gonna get this flipped over if we can. Mama,
that it works.
She was so excited because I was gonna take the video, and she was like, "I got a dish" or something like that. She was saying she actually just ran off. She didn't say anything. And I saw her grab this little cake dish thing here, so she wanted to make the cake look nice and pretty for us. So we're hoping and praying that it comes out nice for her.
Yes.
So y'all pray with us as we get ready to end the video.
Yeah.
Let's see. Off grid, smoked.
It's a little warm.
Is it gonna work?
I hope so. I pray it works.
Hit it on the hit it.
Oh, it's coming.
Come.
Belch it.
Don't let it break.
No.
It's came.
Well, part of it came.
Oh, good. That's good. That's pretty good.
We'll just have to get the other part and ease it together.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's good. It's fully done, though.
Yeah, it is fully done.
You did good, Mama.
Thanks, y'all. Y'all gonna be nice to me anyway.
Even though it's broke all up, we still gonna eat it. And it's still gonna taste good. Ain't that right, boys?
Yay!
Y'all ready to eat some lemon raisin cake?
Yay!
Yeah. And smoked deer sausage in the roll.
Yes.
Brownies.
Yes.
All right, y'all. So I know it's a little bit dark in here. We got our Roby flashlight. I know we are off grid. We do have lights going here, but we don't have them around the whole cabin yet. That's just part of the finishing process. We're gonna go and call it in for the day. We got our food ready. We got our lemon raisin cake, deer sausage, fudge brownies here. We're gonna make some rice and gravy and put the deer sausage up over it. We're gonna go and call it in for the day on this video. It's I.A.G Farms. We'll see y'all on the next one.